Hey guys, welcome to the beginning of my AI series. Yes, I'm going to deep dive into the world of fashion and AI, exploring some of these wonderful fashion programs that enhance your design capabilities, add to your workflow. Let's see what they have in store for us, starting with this one, which is LOOKFASHION.AI. The reason this one is very close to my heart is because I use the iPad when I'm designing. And this app actually allows you to sync and it gives you real-time results in AI fashion renders, meaning realistic looking renders of your actual fashion design while you're using it. Some of the creations that I have made from my iPad look like this. Look like this. And this is just my test. And look like this. So I'm going to walk you through all of the things I learned about using the app and how you can make the best of your experience in this app. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, so one of the first things to let you know is that a lot of the app, it takes you straight to Discord. So before you get access to the app and downloading, you have to make sure that you're logged in via Discord. And this is only really to connect you to all of their tutorials. So make sure that you're logged into your Discord. And once you're there, you're able to access all of the tutorials and everything that they have as a service to you to go ahead and set everything up, set up the iPad, download the app, log in, and do all of that so you can start your real-time design. Okay, so that's what this is all about. Like I said, they'll answer your questions, anything you have. If you're wondering about anything or if you need any kind of support, they're actually on the Discord. So it'll be great to get on Discord first, which they kind of make sure that you do. And then they teach you everything you need to know to get started. Now, once you get started and you open the app on your computer, it will look just like this. So once you're logged in on your computer, the app will tell you, hello designer, everything is working, and the app will open up on your actual computer. So now let the games begin. Okay, so they do walk you through your trial. If you want a 7-day free trial, you have to sign up for one of their modules, right? So once you sign up for the module, then they give you 7 days free membership, and then of course the payment is applied. And it does say subscriptions can be canceled at any time. Take note. So right now we're going to open up the app and we're going to see what they offer with the 1-day free trial. If you haven't signed up, you have 1 day to kind of explore, which is why I wanted to make this video in the first place. Because before you try, you have to kind of know what you're getting into and what happens in 24 hours. So now I've opened up my app to get started with a project, and you'll see you're greeted with a few things to kind of start you off in this area here. They give you it's kind of like project tutorials. So you'll first learn how to start a brand new project, but as you can see, it says experience all the core features. That is where you're actually going to you'll see that you get like kind of like a bonus, or you get a green check for everything that you're able to do in the program. So I'm going to take you through some of that, and you'll be able to see how things work. And it is really a fashion AI prompting. You've got text to image. You've got all of the different prompts here. So let me just read them off to you. Okay, so you've got the real-time design, and you've got sketch to image. You've got style extension, you've got style blending. You also have text to image, which is generating a fashion AI just through text. You can have adjustments. You've got smart recolor. You've got AI scene change and magic erase. and one-click cutout and upscale. What I'm going to be focused in on is just the sketch to image, style extension, style blending, and text to image. The other stuff will come in a separate video once I do another recap to this, to the software. Okay, so let's begin. So I'm going to begin by uploading an image, and we're going to do sketch to image, and then let's see what we're going to do here. So I'm just going to upload this puffer jacket. This is a sketch that I have, kind of a flat lay sketch, but it's a little bit more robust with all of the details. So let's see what they actually give us. Now you have the option for the AI to help you write your prompt, or you can go ahead and write the prompt in yourself. So I want to just work with the prompts and see how complex and how simple I need to make these prompts. I'm doing a separate video about prompting for fashion design in AI. Just something I've noticed over the course of time with testing all of these different AI platforms. There's kind of a formula that helps AI to really understand what you want. So I'm just going to keep this simple. As you can see, I have a little spelling error, but I think the AI can figure out what I'm trying to say, and it does pretty well figuring out that I want some zippers and not some sippers, right? Sippers is a different thing. But let's see what it gives me when I'm writing this prompt. Okay, and when you generate the look at the bottom, you'll see that you can do one, two, or I think 1, 4, or more different looks at a time, just like your usual AI is able to generate multiple images at one time. So you do have that option, but for this whole tutorial, I think I kept it at 1 the whole time. Just to know that is there is good for you to know at this point. So generating the AI takes about 1 minute to 2 minutes. So just keep in mind that this is not so instant. But what they have nice here is this generative preview bar. So they give you up to 10 previews that you can kind of look back and forth and decide if you're going to keep the preview, and then you can save it to your project, or if you want to delete the preview and regenerate it or do something different with your prompt. So this little circle kind of gives you the real-time, I guess, anticipation. I don't know. It gives you the time of your render. So you can kind of see when it's almost done, and then you'll see that it is very close to being done. So let's make sure we get that in and have a look and see what it is. So I am actually on feature 2, sketch to image, and you can see the green check mark at the top right hand corner. So we're going to go through all of these, and then they're going to give you like a hooray, you did it, which we all like that surprise and prize at the end of our journey. So here we are here, and we're going to see what happens. Now I've asked for a shiny red puffer jacket with zipper inset pockets, black snaps, and a high neck collar. And I'm giving the sketch as a as a reference. So let's see what has happened. Okay, so it has given me a lovely puffer jacket. Now you see next to it, it has a little save icon. So when you click the save icon, it goes to your library. But when you click on the image, it opens up into your preview mode, which is actually going to show you the result. Now, my only thing here in the beginning is I asked for the color red. It has everything except the color. So what I think happened is that we need to call our colors with the capitals. I think red could mean eggplant. I don't know, but that was my only when this happened, right? So it's got the shiny, it's got the zippers, it's got the snaps, it's got all of the high collar details that I wanted. So now I'm going to go ahead and try again. But rather than bore you, I'll show you what happened on the next 3 times, okay? So now I've settled on changing it to bright apple red puffer jacket. Now I threw the word apple in there thinking that all apples are red. Or AI will know that all apples are red, right? I mean, it's red. It's an apple. However, the result still stands to be a little bit different than my expectation. Okay, so I settled on bright red puffer jacket, and I got a pink puffer jacket, which is sort of kind of bright red, maybe in AI world. But okay, it understood my sketch and it understood the details that I put down on it. So I'm pretty satisfied, but I'm going to work on another puffer jacket later on. Let's start with the iPad. How to sync your iPad. You go through these few steps. Which is definitely outlined in the Discord. So once you have these steps from your Discord, you understand that you have to put mirroring on. And once you have the app open, you'll be able to click on where you want it to mirror. So you could see that I'm putting it on there, look, so that you can do that. So now let's get started on my iPad, and I'm going to go ahead and walk you through this process. So after this process, you'll see that it will actually launch the Procreate. Once you launch Procreate, you have to follow these new steps. So these are telling you to turn on your preferences, and then you're going to say Procreate Canvas. So you're going to activate that, and that's going to allow you to actually sync and allow LOOKFASHION.AI to actually see what's on your iPad. So now let's get on to that step, and I'm going to set up my own iPad, and this is what it will look like. Okay, so now I've got that on the screen, and it gives you an opportunity to crop. And then I'm over on my iPad. I'm going to pull in a croquis. I actually use the 3D avatars as croquis in my Procreate. It kind of gives me a better idea of proportion and balance when I'm actually recreating them in 3D. So I'm sketching first, and then I'm creating the 3D garment. But it is all kind of in the same environment, the same proportion. So less translation in design, right? So here we are. I'm going to pull in my avatar. And I did record, of course, in Procreate, you're able to record, but I'm just going to show a couple of snippets in the corner. But what I do like about the app is it actually shows you a live view. You don't have to show it side by side because it's showing you a live view. So I'm going to go pull in my avatar now. And it allows you to crop your canvas. I didn't get that at first, but if you can see the green arrows, they're kind of blinking. That should have given it away. But I just went on ahead and clicked Start Designing because I wanted to see what is this thing doing. So you can hit the Start Designing button, but it is a good idea to crop the photo so that you're only focused on what you're drawing, and you're not focused on, as you can see, I have the whole Procreate app canvas mirrored there. So it's just showing what I'm doing, but I haven't started designing yet. I'm actually drawing on it, and you can see that I haven't started to click the Started Design button. So I was trying to make that connection of what was happening on screen, but as you can see, it's absolutely live. So I was happy to go ahead and hit the Start Designing button and move on. So you open up the canvas, and as you can see, even what I already had on the Procreate, since I was drawing before I clicked start designing, you can actually have a full sketch and then open it up into this process instead of sketching real time. Maybe you want to see what your sketch looks like as a 3D avatar like this. So what I noticed is that I sketched something strapless, and I was trying to make some kind of ruching on the side, but it wasn't really giving me that. It was giving me like a lace. So this is some of the things that you have to learn what the AI is going to see, and not so much what your sketch. So now there I've got my ruching, but it's still not as tight. So it will challenge you to make sure that your Procreate skills are up to par, and that you're able to you know, figure out your design lines and all that kind of stuff. So right now I'm just playing around, and then we're going to speed up a little bit, and I'm going to walk you through just what I'm noticing. Right now I'm noticing that there's a little bit of strangeness to the face, but that's only because I have it on a lower resolution for rendering. So there's a way that you can increase your resolution, and you'll see that I kind of click that button, and I'm going from 2K to 4K as far as what I want my render output to look, and that's what makes the refined look of the avatars. Okay? All right, so let's speed this up. Okay, so what I want you to notice is that yes, it will show you something that maybe you don't want to see. Um, but during that whole process, right, one of the things you have to look at is that the face will slightly change because it's actually reading the whole image every time you make a movement. And I'll tell you, the syncing is about, I want to say anywhere from 6 to 10 seconds, depending on how complex your your strokes are, or if you're doing something a little bit more intricate or detailed. It may not pick it up very quickly, like instantaneously, but it will actually pick it up like within 10 seconds. So it's still pretty fast, if you ask me. One of the things that I do notice is that you can hit the magic, what is this thing? The magic, the AI to help you with the prompt in the window. And once you do that, it kind of will describe your image or give you some kind of AI. Yes, so let's hold it there because you can kind of read what's going on. It's telling me I have a U-wire, but it's very intricate and detailed. So where some apps want you to be simple and simplify your prompts, This one actually allows you to be robust in what you are describing. So even the AI is describing what I have on my iPad, but it's actually not, I didn't hit generate for or regenerate with the AI prompt. So I kind of leave it like this, but I'll show you why. I want to go ahead and turn off start designing, and I want to save this as one iteration. So when you hit save, it actually starts to go to your library for your project, which is in the right hand side at the bottom. So know that you can go ahead and continue to do all of these different actions and have it saved, you know, whatever variation that you like. So now going on to from the next one is actually, so I finally figured out the cropping mechanism. So I'm going to go ahead and just regenerate this design. Again, I'm going to use the cropping and then hit start design, and it's going to open up the full application where I'm able to go ahead and start rendering from my Procreate canvas. So this is really great, a great way to iterate. You can bring, like I said, you can bring already rendered sketches and it will show it like immediately like AI. Or if you're bringing in a croquis, it'll show every stroke that you have going on there. So speaking of strokes, I wanted to see if it picked up the different strokes that were like your different brushes in Procreate and how that translates into fabric, or what the AI kind of reads with the different types of brush strokes. So I'm going to go ahead and use like a sheer stroke and see what happens with that. So what I will tell you is that it's actually bringing in everything as it is on your iPad. So whatever you have on the screen, if you can see at the top, left hand side, it's showing everything that's there. It's not syncing exactly, but it will, if you stay in one area, will kind of sync to what it is that you have going on. And it will also show if your avatar is skin colored, it will make out all of the pertinent details of your model. So we're gonna you know, make sure that we put the modesty on for that. And it is going to turn, if you turn your iPad, it will turn the actual image in the window. So make sure that you are, you know, ready, set to go with your, you know, vertical or horizontal thing. So right now I'm just using the brush. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and use a soft brush and see if it renders the fabric properly. So I'm coming in with a light brush, a light green sheer brush, or I want to say a brush that is like a soft brush. And it's picking that up as a chiffon, which is kind of neat. So I'm going ahead and going to see if I can just continue to make a chiffon style dress. And it does pick up the light airiness and flow of your Procreate brushes, which I think is fantastic. And the more you add, it kind of makes layers. So it actually reads every stroke as some kind of fabric or some kind of iteration of the design. So you can make it solid, and then once you make it a little bit more solid and add a few details, you'll see the thing come to life. Your design will come to life in front of you, looking like a realistic person wearing your design, which I think is the most fantastic thing about this app. It does also have really good text to image capabilities. So we'll look at that also in a little while. So I'm going to take you through some of my designs, and you'll see some of the iterations coming out just from me making pin strokes. Again, on the upper left hand side, you'll see what's happening in real time in the iPad. Okay, let's speed this up just a little bit. So that is mainly what we have going on in the iPad Sketch to render. But I started bringing in other things and working through my little experiencing the core features, and I like it. Actually, I just pulled in a sketch and I didn't change the prompt, right? So the prompt was there from another practice image session of this one, and I just went ahead and added my sketch to it, and then this is how it came out. I love the details. I think it's really keen on picking up nuances and rendering fabric and realistic models, and it even does hands very well. I always wonder about the hands. Now I can save everything into my my preview panel at the bottom, which is just something for you to be able to click through and look at your iterations and decide which ones you want to save. And as you can see from our previous exercise, I saved a few to the side right at the bottom. And this is really a great app to go ahead and practice your 3D abilities. It does render quite quickly and quite nicely. I think for the renders that you're getting out of it, it's definitely worth the trial. And if you like it, I see myself actually getting hooked on it. So it's kind of like, I don't have to now take my iPad drawings into another app to have it rendered. I can do it live in this platform, and then I can go ahead and iterate and pull it into different parts of the platform, and stimulate more ideas or do more presenting for my designs. So now I'm going to try the style blend, and I'm going to pull in two very different images because I want to see exactly what the AI has in store for me. So I'm going to go ahead and pull in two very different images and test it out. Okay, so for the second image, it's really a sporty look and then a lace sheer dress from the 20s. Have no idea what's going to happen or if I will even like it. Well, I kind of know now since I'm narrating if I liked it or not. But, guys, it actually really does a good job. So let's take a look. So now I'm speeding it up a little bit for you guys so that you can see the actual render and what happens. Just changing for the blend, style blending. And let's see what it gives me with these two styles. actually quite like this one. I think this was a good iteration. I think it pulled in enough from both elements to go ahead and make a nice new silhouette, a new iteration. And you could keep going. That's another thing about this is you're paying a monthly subscription. You're not really paying for points that you can run out of. So your subscription is just for you to keep going with your creation. So I think it's really good that it is that kind of a model for you. So I do like the style blending, and I'm just going to switch it up with a different set of dresses and see what it gives me. I think it's something that you can play around with. I mean, the concepts of fashion AI, you have to kind of understand that it's about iteration. It's about how many different versions of something. Sometimes you want to do a version of a style that you've done before, or you want to blend two different looks together in your collection. Maybe one is very baggy and one is very tight fitted. You kind of want to actually, mix it up and see what AI can give you that will spark your creativity, or you may actually want to adopt one of the creations that come out of your AI program. So let's see what this one has for in store. Yep, so for this one, I kind of actually really like the output. So I can see myself going down the rabbit hole with the whole style blending thing. Let's just click on this one and see exactly what it created. Very cute dress. It has the aesthetics of both. I like the sleeve. I like the hemline. I think this is a really good way to go ahead and get some iterations and ideas from two different images, and converting them to be one single theme or single image. So now I'm going to go ahead and save. You save in your preview and you make room for your next render. So you kind of, have a chance to sort through, make decisions like if you like it or if you don't like it. And then you actually can go ahead and clean up and delete the ones you don't like and go ahead and keep iterating. Okay, so this is a sidebar. I'm going to go to back to this project. Two things that I did not go over with you is how do you download your images, right? So I had this lovely puffer jacket that I did using a prompt. And you have options here for SD, HD, and UHD, which you're only going to get SD if you're in the starter membership. I think for the HD, it is going to take a little bit of time to upscale that. I'm not even sure if under this membership, if it's live or not. So let's see what happens with that. But this is where you can change your resolution. Also, if you want to download, there is a download button here. You can go ahead and download that and you can actually delete it. So this, I did post one of my favorite renders or sketches that I like to put in AI to see all the different variations. So you can go ahead and download that. But like I said, there's an option for Ultra HD and regular HD, and you can go ahead and download this option right here. For visual search, this comes up, which is really cool. And I don't know if these images are AI images, runway images. They look so cool. I think this looks like a prom dress that I made in the 90s. Let's see what happens if we click that. Okay, we're searching the web. We're on Russian Pinterest. So this is going to give you another set of opportunities for inspiration. So I can go ahead and see the similar things, and I can actually download it from this. Wow, I can download it. I can use it as a reference. Let's see what happens. All right. This is quite nice. All right, so I'm going to close this. Let's download this. Can I download the image? I can download the image. Just download to my desktop. And then I can go ahead and hit, I'm sure, style extension. And I want to hit AI enhancement. Actually, I want to hit image description. Click, drag, or upload it. I'm going to do the click the image again. And then it's going to give me the image description right here. Right? It goes down to her hair is styled into loose waves, complementing her overall look. All right, and I'm going to copy that. It's going to go right into my AI prompt. And I'm going to go for 2 looks. And I'm going to generate 2 looks. Okay, so this one is finished. Let's just take a look. Okay. I quite like it. It's not as dramatic as its counterpart, but it is good to go. Let's see what the second one looks like. It's about to come up. Okay, okay. So it took the outer silhouette, it kind of made it a little more ready to wear type thing. I'm not sure what's happening here. But okay. Yeah, like why is this person running through the thing? And that is style extension. So it's creating it from another image source. And let's see what happens if I do one more image and I change the weighting to high. Let's see what happens. It's going to be a minute. Okay, here is the third one with the adjustment level all the way up high. I mean, they are very cute iterations of that dress. I feel like this is the winner because of the volume in the sleeve and the volume of the train and all of that. So yeah, man, this is cute. Okay, I like it. Later. So all in all, I think I got some really good images. I learned about making their prompts, but I got some really cute iterations that, you know, it makes me feel a little bit more satisfied about using the app. I think the renders come out really extremely well, and you know, she's got glasses on, but you know, that's, I think, because of the reference image from the previous one. So is it worth it? Could be, only because it's more local to your computer. You can sync up your iPad, which is definitely something different and unique. And I think it understands prompts a little bit more as a fashion designer. I kind of understand. And you know, I have a technical eye. If you follow my channel, I have a lot of, you know, eye for detail, and I like the details that I see. So this is something that is worth a definite trial. If you want something that's more native to your computer and gives you really good output, man, LOOKFASHION.AI. All right, guys, thanks for this tutorial. I'm going to speed this up so you can see some of the iterations that I made, and then we will call it a day. Bye.